Hey, how's it going, YouTube? I'm back in the video, and today I'm going to be talking about why the Brooklyn Nets should not be giving a max contract to D'Angelo Russell, at least, or not should be giving them a max contract right off the bat. And I'll be getting into a few reasons why I think that. And then before I do get into this video, I want to specify I actually like D'Angelo Russell as a player. I'm not really a Brooklyn Nets fan. I'm from Louisiana. I'm a New Orleans Pelicans fan, but I do like D'Angelo Russell as a player, and really do like his game, and really think he's developing into a very nice player in the league. But I've been giving some reasons why I think it would be a mistake for the Brooklyn Nets to be giving D'Angelo Russell a max contract this free agency, as he is a restricted free agent going into this year, and a lot of people are questioning whether he's coming back. Is he going to get the max? What is he really worth? And like a whole bunch of things like that. So I'm be getting into all that in this video. So without further ado, without rambling on too much, just get right into this video. Alright, so for my first reason for this video is going to be that he might have the Andrew Wiggins type effect, as when Wiggins was in his last year of his contract, this dude was looking like one of the more up-and-coming type players, looking like an absolute beast, as in his last year of his rookie contract, the dude averaged 23 points per game, and he really looked like he could be a potential future of the league type player, like an absolute beast, and the Minnesota Timberwolves really hit a home run in drafting him, but right after they signed him to that ginormous contract, he has never averaged over 20 points per game since then, and his efficiency has also dropped a lot, and we really haven't seen that dog or will to get any better from Andrew Wiggins at all since he got signed that huge contract. And he, just hasn't been the absolute scorer. He can't do it as efficiently, and he is no longer looking like that, and he's looking like more of a type of role player type player instead of the future star that he did look like he was going to become. So maybe, I'm not saying that would happen with D'Angelo Russell, but you never know, because maybe because D'Angelo Russell really only had that 1 year, which was this year, where he did become an all-star. But that was really his only year, and maybe he might get, once he gets a contract, might not feel like he has to work as hard, and that might dip his efficiency and his scoring a little bit as well, and he could become the next Andrew Wiggins. Do I think that's going to happen? Probably not, but it is a pretty high, not high, but it is a probable chance of actually happening, as we've seen players in the last year of their contract and a contract year, they want to get paid, so they play at a higher level than we're used to seeing them, and that could be kind of like what D'Angelo Russell was doing with the Brooklyn Nets. But now my second reason is going to be that they don't want to ruin their cap space, as with players like DeMarre Carroll and Rondae Hollis-Jefferson contracts being up and being huge parts of their teams, but also being kind of young. And Rondae Hollis-Jefferson had a very good playoff run. Caris LeVert, his contract's up in 2 years, and DeMarre Carroll was a decently big part to the team as well. You don't want to risk not being able to re-sign one of them. So if you pay D'Angelo Russell too much, then you might not be able to pay Rondae Hollis-Jefferson and DeMarre Carroll all the money they want, because they're still young and they realize that they're good enough and they are a big part of this team. So they're going to be asking for a little bit of money as well. So you don't want to not be able to give all these key players or key pieces to your roster their money as well, and you really have to make a decision. Do we want to bring back all these very good role players, or do we want to bring back the star and sacrifice a few role players? They're really gonna have to make a big decision on that. And personally, if I was the Brooklyn Nets with all the free agents in this free agency, I would just give my role players some things and see what the stars want to do. If the stars want to go to your market, I bring back the role players and try to get some other stars. But if D'Angelo Russell wants to come back and your role players are asking for too much and the stars don't want to come, I'm bringing D'Angelo Russell back. But the Brooklyn Nets are really going to have to make a decision, as they could potentially ruin their cap space and ruin their free agent chances with a lot of big name free agents that have been rumored and attached to their organization this year. But speaking of that free agency, my third reason is that there's supposed to be a big player in free agency this year, as big player free agency and Brooklyn Nets don't usually go together, as they have suffered from some bad contracts in the past. But with people in links being attached to Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant and Kawhi Leonard, all to the New York Knicks, they have enough cap space right now. Once all their contracts are up, they have enough cap space to offer 2 max contracts in free agency. So they really have to make sure that none of those players want to go to their team, like the Brooklyn Nets. They really have to make sure that Kyrie, Durant, Kawhi, none of those type of players want to go to their team before they do pay D'Angelo Russell his max contract. And now I do know that, okay, maybe you can pay D'Angelo and Kevin Durant a max, but what are the chances that, only Kevin Durant wants to go? He's going to have to know another star is going with him as well. So there's a big chance if Kevin Durant goes, Kyrie will go probably. And I just really would like. I really don't think Brooklyn Nets should like right out of the gate just pay him that max contract that he's gonna want. And I think that pretty much my next reason, my fourth and final reason, pretty much being that he's a restricted free agent. So I think they should let the market decide his worth, kind of like with the Chicago Bulls did with Zach LaVine. They let Zach LaVine sign a contract with, or not like sign a contract, but agree to a contract with the Sacramento Kings, and then these Chicago Bulls matched it, and like let the open market decide how much Zach LaVine should be paid. And that's what I think that they should do as well, because I mean, if they do give him a max contract, that could really ruin a lot of things for them, and I mean, it could hurt them in more ways than it will help them in the future. And it's kind of a bigger risk. It's a risk reward type thing if you're signing him, but there's more for surefire things to do than give D'Angelo Russell his max contract. But now, am I saying that is a bad thing to give him his max? No, and I won't be mad at Brooklyn if they do give him the max right out of the gate, but I personally just think that, I mean, they should kind of weigh their options, see what they have on the table before giving him that max contract. But obviously, if someone else offers him that max, they can only have 2 days to match that contract, and they're probably going to have to match it. But yeah, overall, I think D'Angelo Russell should definitely be a huge piece that Brooklyn Nets need to bring back on their team, no matter, well, I mean, the max contract is obviously what he's going to be asking for, and if he is asking for that, I would sign him. I mean, if he said but I don't know. They are in a bad situation, but I want to hear your comments in the section below. Do you think that the Brooklyn Nets should give him a max contract right out of the gate? Do you think they shouldn't? I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you did, like button and subscribe button, it would mean the absolute world to me. And I also have to give y'all so much support. Thank y'all for all the support y'all been showing on the channel. But I also have to give all thanks to God. He's the reason I'm here. He's blessed me, put me in this position to make these videos every other day for you guys. And I really just cannot thank him enough. And I'm just so blessed to be in this position. So all glory to God. And also, I'm sorry for all the like kind of sporadic uploads lately. I was just at a tournament in Florida, and we were playing down there. We got second place, but we had to stay down there for quite a while, so that's why the videos weren't coming as consistently as they usually do. But trust me, they are coming back, and once the summer hits, they're gonna be coming daily once again, so be on the lookout for that as well during the summer. But unfortunately, that's it for this video, so hope you have a blessed day. Have a blessed day, so you need to have a blessed day. See you in the next video. Goodbye. Boo. Blah, blah, blah.